So I've got a few excuses. I've got a few reasons as to why I'm getting rid of it, of which you will find out in this video. So stay tuned and you'll find out why. Race mode enabled. Are you gorgeous? Yeah, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. No, not you. How are we? Hope we're all doing alright. Unfortunately, this is not a video that I really want to make. But I am out for what I think will be the last video ever on the Panigale. I've gone and made a massive mistake. I'm very, very naive getting this thing. Come on, indicator, fuck off. And well, long story short, it's going. I'm selling it, which I don't particularly want to do, but such is life, unfortunately. Right, so reason number one as to why I'm getting rid of this beautiful thing. Basically, I've been very, very naive on the fitness side of things. I've had a lot of historical injuries in the past that have resurfaced since riding this thing, from numerous sort of bike accidents and unfortunate. I mean, I've been injured so many times in my life that my body's basically just a shell at this point. Now that basically means that although I like the riding position, on this thing. I actually think it suits me really nice. It's not as aggressive as you would think. Well, it's not as aggressive as I would think after coming off a naked. So basically, it's crippling me, the bike is. It's absolutely crippling me. I've got really bad sciatica in my back, and it's brought that back up after a long time of not having too many problems. And the other day, I've not ridden this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks now, because the last video you would have seen, if I'd have put it up yet, is the suspension video, and that was 2 weeks ago. And that weekend I ended up doing a lot of motorway miles. You know, I was in the saddle for like 2 hours at a time. In fact, less than that. It was probably about an hour there, rest, an hour back, that kind of thing. And I couldn't get out of bed for 2 days. It was absolutely horrible. It weren't good, put it that way. So essentially, the majority of the mileage that I'm doing on this thing is like now. So it's like you know, pottering around 30 mile an hour through towns, and then the other side of things is on the motorways and higher speed stuff on dual carriageways and motorways. So it's just not good for that. It's a race bike, and I've been bloody naive in buying this thing, to be honest. Although at the time I thought, you know, I was ready for this kind of bike. I'm just not. You know, after a few miles on this thing, my legs go numb. Well, my left leg goes numb because my sciatica here. Even though I've had the suspension set up and all that, it's yeah, it's just a shame. The thing is as well, I absolutely love this bike. I adore the bike. The bike's gorgeous. Unfortunately, the issue is me. And me, you know, not wanting to see past my own issues, really, and that's my own fault. And I've paid the hard price now of losing out, you know, money. But often money isn't everything, is it? And I'd rather take the experience of knowing rather than, you know, getting into my 30s or whatnot and wishing I had a sports bike, you know. I'm kind of glad that I've gotten it over with, because as of right now, and I don't think I will ever be able to get a sports bike and be comfortable on it, just because of the nature of my injuries after all this time, which again is a massive shame, but such is life sometimes, eh? Hey, I've got this in race mode, and I tell you what, flipping Jesus, this thing's quick. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that a lot, because that is fucking manic. But it's all at the top end. And how often, you know, how often in a normal ride am I gonna get to use that? I'm not. 160 horsepower right there. Well, hit the crank at least. Look at this, I'm in 40 mile an hour in fourth gear. Oh man, it doesn't like it whatsoever. It really does not like it at all. This thing likes to be above 8,000 revs. And it's weird because, you know, you think, you know, your generic sports bikes that are inline four, it's very weird for me to think of a twin as having, you know, a V-twin as having a power band, but that's just the way these things are. You know, for long miles and straight lines, it's not comfortable, and for pottering around at 30 mile an hour in towns, it's horrendous, which is kind of obvious, to be honest. So once again I've done myself in by being naive, but again, I've learned, haven't I? I hope that rain ain't coming over here, because I've just put my washing out. Thank you, love a bit of that, thank you, love. It's just a giant shame, because I absolutely love this bike to within an inch of its fucking life. I really do enjoy this bike, and I wish to death that I could be able to keep the thing, but the way things are at the minute, it's just one of those things. That brings me on to point number 2, is debt. Without getting too personal, I've gone and got myself into a bit of trouble with debt, and it's very difficult. I have to, you know, I've got a lot of money to pay every month in bills, and everything that I can do to bring that down a little is going to help me. So what I've done is I've basically cut my losses and got something that's going to be cheaper to run every month, cheaper to run in general, cheaper on insurance, and about half the fucking power, but oh well. But the thing is, right, is the way I see it is, when I had my MT-07, right, those were the best times I had on a bike, because it was just fun. Usable power, like I said, I can't use this bike to its full extent. I cannot use the full power of this bike, whereas an MT-07, something with a smaller CC, hello love, you alright? Something with a smaller CC, is I can use the bloody thing. Oh my god, I love this thing. I'm so pissed off with myself, but I can only ride it 10 mile at a time. This has costed me about £1.5 grand to insure a year. The bike that I'm getting, if I get a garage, which I'm looking at doing in the back garden, I'm looking at 300 and something quid. So it's a no-brainer really. Plus, like I said, the power's going to be more usable. So you're going to see another bike reveal in the near future, which will be fun. Oh, that is rain. Fucking please don't come over here, mate. So number 1, comfort. Obviously, like I said, it's awoken a lot of pain for me. After those rides the other week, I was in agony. I was crying on the way back home on a Monday. And I can't do that. I just can't do it, you know. I've just had too many accidents in my life. Bike and off bike, you know. I'm such an accident prone person. Right, I'm just parking up J&S, get a brew, and then I'll bugger off. You know what? I am a bellend, you know. I've gotten all the way here and forgotten a fucking mask. So now I can't go and get a bloody brew. Oh man, I'm gonna miss having this bike. Oh, I'm so annoyed, man. I'm so annoyed. I mean, look at the reflection in the mirror. I've never been so happy to see myself. Just look at the beast. So number 3 is just the expense of the pieces for it. If I want to get rear sets to help my back out, if I want to get, you know, different bars and stuff, you're looking at paying a massive premium just because it's Ducati. And oh man, it's a massive shame, it really is, because I wish I could ride the thing, and I wish I could enjoy it, but it's just sitting there. I'm wondering if I should keep it now. I want to cry. I really don't want to let this go. But for practical applications and the amount of miles that I'm going to be doing, man, it's just... Also want to outrun this rain that I've just seen behind me. It said it wasn't going to rain till tomorrow, but you know what Met Office is like. And yeah, in order for me to tune this, you know, so that it's got a little bit more oomph down low, and the fueling's right, and you know, it's not chuggy at the bottom, and my hands aren't absolutely killing me from trying to keep it on a level. It's just going to cost me too much money, and I should have seen this beforehand. But you know what it's like sometimes, you see something, you think, oh, I want it, and yeah, that's life. You know, at least now I know. At least now I've got a bit more of an idea about sports bikes in general. Because like I said, I was so intent on having one, but I didn't see past the flaws. And it was like, no, that'll be fine, that'll be fine. It's amazing what you can convince yourself out of if you... So I've gone for something that's basically the best of both worlds. You know, sticking to an upright, sticking to a sit-up and bag. Thank you, mate. Oh man, such a shame. I adore this bike, I really do. Ah, thank you. Thank you, mate. Very nice of him. Just pure vanity, really, is the amount of looks this thing just gets. You know, the stigma of... Well, he just went through straight on red. You know, just the thing of I own a Ducati. It sounds pathetic, but it's like saying I own a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Well, Lamborghini own Ducati, don't they? So it's like saying I own a Lamborghini or a Murcielago. It's the pinnacle of motorbikes. To own one of these things is a dream for a lot of people, and it's been 3 weeks. And you know, I absolutely dread riding this thing. I absolutely dread going out for a ride, and I shouldn't do, just because I know the amount of pain that it's going to cause me. And you know, biking is about enjoying the ride. It's not about having to overdo yourself and be in agony because of it, you know what I mean? It's a thoroughbred, right? It's a thoroughbred. It is designed for one thing. That's to go as fast as possible on a racetrack. And I'm not on a racetrack, and nor am I trying to go as fast as possible. So the majority of the range that I'm using the bike in is completely useless. Because like now, 45 mile an hour, fourth gear, there's nothing there. Although it just went up to 60 like nothing, but it's weird. I can't explain the feeling to you. It's a very lumpy engine, low down. It doesn't want to do anything low down. It just wants to exist. And it feels like, you know, it's lazy. It's like, oh, I can't be arsed going this fast. Even that, I'm up to 65 mile an hour before you can say fucking I'm a dickhead. But, oh, Jesus Christ. What the fucking hell happened there? I'm going to miss that noise. I'm going to miss the handling. I'm going to miss a lot about this bloody bike, I am. What I'm not going to miss is the amount of pain. I've got a lot of gravel. Is the amount of pain that my wrists are in right now, and the lack of control. So if anyone's out there looking for a Ducati, this one's going to be going up for sale. But hopefully one day, when I've lost all the weight that I want to lose, and you know, I've got the core, because you know, I've got a very, very damaged body. Just overall, my core, my back, it's weak as fuck from the amount of injuries that I've had, and I need to build it up slowly rather than trying to get on a fucking sports bike and be Rossi, you know. You know, I do feel like an absolute warrior on this bastard. I absolutely love it. But ego aside, I can't deal with it on a long ride. Even now, I can feel my lower back giving in. Knee problems that I've got. You know, it's all coming back, and within a 20-minute ride, I'm in agony, and my muscles can't take it. But again, it's a sports bike, so what do I expect? So, you know, after everything, I'm glad I've managed to get the experience, because I would never have known. I would have always been wondering, you know, I would have always been like, ooh, sports bike, you know, and I would never have been happy with the bikes that I had. I would never be happy with the bikes that I had. I would always be wondering, you know, oh, can I get a sports bike, or can I get an R6, or I really want a sports bike, and I'd never be happy with the bike that I had, because I'd always be thinking ahead of I want a sports bike. You know, the Ninja was a sort of halfway house, and it was good. Right, mate? You know, the Ninja was a halfway kind of house, and it was good for what it was. But it never fulfilled the actual thing of being like, you know, I want a sports bike. A proper sports bike. And now I can say, at least I can say, at the very least, that I have owned a Ducati Panigale. And I've learnt from it. So that's going to be me signing off now, folks. You probably won't see me again until I get the Triumph, and I might do like a new bike video, but I doubt it. I'm not too sure at this point. So we will see, and I will catch you again. It won't be soon, actually. It'll be quite a while off now. So yeah, if you're looking for a nice Panigale, give us a shout, and make sure if you do get it that you love it and you treat it all right. This is what this bike is not good at. I'll be a race, mate. Probably fucking beat me at this rate. Well, make sure you like and subscribe and all that stupid shit if you feel like it. And yeah, watch out, watch this space, see what happens, eh? Well, not sure what's going to happen at this point now, but hey, I'll catch you guys very soon, alright? Bye bye!